All right, let's jump straight into it. Welcome back to another deep dive. Today, we are breaking down a truly massive paradigm shift in the world of artificial intelligence. We're talking about Google's Gemini Omni, which they unveiled at I/O 2026. Now, let's be clear up front. This isn't just a minor feature update or a slightly faster model. It is a fundamental rewiring of how AI actually understands our physical world. And the best part? We're going to open up the exact playbook that leading enterprises are using right now to turn this raw technology into serious bottom-line revenue.
So, let's kick things off with the big question that's basically dominating the tech space right now. Is the siloed AI pipeline officially a thing of the past? Because, for years, developers and creators have had to bounce between all these different, highly specialized models, right? You had one for text, a completely different one for images, another entirely for video. It's exhausting. But what happens when you completely collapse all of those disconnected pipelines into a single model?
Think about the old way. It was essentially a fragmented Frankenstack. You'd be bouncing between VO for your video generation, then switching over to Imagen for pictures, and then routing out to completely separate systems just to get decent audio. I mean, it worked, but it was clunky. Well, Google has collapsed that entire stack into one unified Omni model. We are talking about one single set of weights processing absolutely everything simultaneously.
And foundational models really are the core building blocks here. Omni is what the industry calls natively multimodal. This is absolutely crucial to understand. It doesn't have to awkwardly translate a video into text first just to figure out what's going on. It ingests text, images, audio, and video directly. That completely eliminates those weird, jarring pipeline artifacts we're so used to seeing, and it allows for incredibly coherent reasoning across totally different types of media.
Because of that architecture, Omni isn't just a video generator. It is a true world model. And what that means is, it's an AI system designed to actually simulate physical environments. It fundamentally grasps real-world causality, history, even biology, so it can accurately predict what naturally happens next based on specific physical actions.
Because it's literally simulating reality, it comes with a profoundly deep physics engine. We're talking about an intuitive, baked-in understanding of gravity, kinetic energy, and fluid dynamics. If you prompt it with a video of a hand touching a mirror, Omni actually calculates the physics to make that mirror ripple beautifully exactly like liquid. It even preserves object permanence and character identity perfectly across every single scene. No more characters suddenly changing outfits between camera angles.
Which brings us to a total game changer for creators: conversational video editing. The workflow here is just dead simple. You upload an existing video, you describe the exact change you want using plain English, and Omni just seamlessly layers that edit right in. And it preserves all the original motion and context. You can literally say goodbye to juggling complex timeline software or renting expensive equipment just to execute sophisticated video edits.
The actual interaction feels incredibly natural. You just type or say, "Make the sky stormier," or "Change the outfit to a navy suit." It feels exactly like giving directions to a human video editor sitting right next to you at a desk. And every instruction builds coherently on the last one through multi-turn conversations.
Act 2, the playbook. 5 highly profitable enterprise use cases.
Okay, I want you to just let this massive number sink in for a second. $17 million. That right there is the 60-day revenue lift achieved by a company called Advan Commerce simply by plugging into the exact AI tools we are talking about today.
Use case 1, automated, hyper-personalized global marketing at scale.
So global brands are completely leaving manual production behind. Advan Commerce used Omni to process over 93,000 products in under a month. That is a task that used to literally take a full year. And it boosted their daily sales by 67%. RTL Deutschland built something called Project Octopus, which compresses multi-day production down to a single day, spitting out up to 200,000 personalized video ad assets. And trading platform eToro, they're rapidly creating culturally specific, multi-market campaigns for a fraction of what traditional budgets used to dictate. This level of hyper-personalization is directly driving massive cost reductions.
Use case 2, interactive e-commerce and virtual try-ons.
Retail is rapidly ditching those boring, static product pages for interactive agentic shopping. Macy's is already using an Omni-powered concierge that handles text, images, and offers a highly accurate virtual try-on feature. Down in Brazil, Varejo de Moda lets shoppers virtually simulate wearing specific styles before they even hit the buy button. And the Iconic in Australia? They boosted revenue by 2.6% just by letting users search visually for abstract concepts, like, a beach-themed party outfit. Visual AI is completely revolutionizing the entire checkout funnel.
Use case 3, high-velocity social media content creation and remixing.
Look, staying on top of rapid viral trends used to mean constant, incredibly expensive reshoots. Not anymore. On platforms like YouTube Shorts, creators can now upload an eligible video and completely remix it with simple text prompts. Want to change the whole visual vibe to the 1990s? Just type it. Want to seamlessly insert your own digital avatar right next to your favorite creator? You could do that. Omni handles all the insanely complex video and audio matching behind the scenes, keeping the original context and pacing perfectly intact, so creators can just focus on trend jacking and imagination.
Use case 4, personalized audio-visual education.
We are witnessing an incredibly lucrative shift toward deeply personalized learning tools. Traditional education relies heavily on static textbooks and videos that take days or weeks to produce. But Omni-powered platforms like Subject.com, they are a totally different ballgame. They blend high-end cinematic storytelling with 24/7 AI tutoring that adapts to the student in real time. Bethel China is automatically generating optimized teaching videos for visually impaired students, cutting their production time from days down to just 5 minutes. I mean, the time savings alone are absolutely staggering.
But let's step out of media and education entirely for a second, because our fifth and final use case takes us straight into heavy industry.
Cost-saving industrial prototyping. Because these models natively understand the physical world, HCL Tech Insight is using them to simulate manufacturing environments to predict and eliminate defects before they ever happen on the floor. Gamuda Bahard uses Omni to generate real-time insights during massive complex construction projects. And over in the digital realm, Atlas AI Studio is even building and operating complete 3D game environments using multi-agent systems. It's a massive shortcut for 3D workflows.
Now, obviously, enterprise deployments require rock-solid security. Google is protecting brand reputation with dual provenance on all Omni outputs. Every single output carries SynthID, which is an invisible watermark embedded directly into the pixels that actually survives cropping and filters. Plus, you get C2PA content credentials, which essentially act like a cryptographic tamper-proof birth certificate for the media. Safety at scale is totally baked in.
And all of this leads us to a massive realization. As Google DeepMind CEO Demis Hassabis puts it, this is a crucial step toward AGI, where Omni will be able to output anything the user wants. Collapsing the fragmented AI media pipeline into a single, cohesive world model isn't just a neat trick, it is quite literally laying the groundwork for artificial general intelligence.
Which leaves us with this final thought. How will your enterprise leverage an AI that natively understands reality? We've just walked through 5 highly profitable playbooks. The tools to generate, simulate, and edit the physical world at absolute scale are already here. So, who in your industry is going to capitalize on them first? Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Keep pushing the boundaries, and I'll catch you in the next one.